Welcome to our video on the best vitamins for diabetes. Living with diabetes is a daily struggle for millions of people. It's an overwhelming feeling of constantly monitoring blood sugar levels, adjusting insulin intake, and making careful choices about what you eat. Diabetes occurs when the body either doesn't produce enough insulin, type 1, or becomes resistant to it, type 2. Insulin is essential for regulating blood sugar levels because it allows glucose from food to enter cells so they can use it as energy. When there isn't enough insulin or cells become resistant to it, glucose stays in the bloodstream, which can cause damage over time to kidneys, eyes, nerves, and the heart. Thus, managing diabetes becomes critical. While most people are aware of the role diet plays, especially when it comes to controlling carbohydrate intake, many may not realize how certain vitamins can also play a significant role. Decades of research has shown that these specific vitamins can vastly improve insulin sensitivity and blood sugar and protect against oxidative stress. So stay tuned as we dive into these amazing vitamins and explore how incorporating them into your daily routine could potentially make a world of difference. But first, can you do us a favor and like this video? Ring the bell for future notifications and make sure you subscribe to Diabetics Talk for more practical diabetes information. Plus, stick around to find out how you can get not one, not two, but 3 free gifts. Also, don't forget to check out exclusive Diabetics Talk merchandise from our store and sign up as a member to get full access to the Food, Health, and You Complete Implementation System documentary and more. Okay, let's get into it. Number 6, vitamin E. Vitamin E is a wonderful, fat-soluble superhero that plays a vital role in improving blood sugar control and insulin function. In February 2023, one of the latest studies titled Effect of Vitamin E Intake on Glycemic Control and Insulin Resistance in Diabetic Patients concluded that vitamin E intake has a beneficial role in improving HbA1c and insulin resistance. Moreover, short-term interventions with vitamin E have resulted in lower fasting blood glucose, meaning that it helps to improve long-term blood sugar control, as well as improving insulin function, the 2 main dysfunctions that come with diabetes. Moreover, vitamin E also acts as a potent antioxidant, which is important because diabetes is accompanied by increased oxidative stress, which damages cholesterol and triggers problems like atherosclerosis, kidney disease, and a whole host of other diseases that come with poor blood sugar control. In one particularly interesting study, treatment with vitamin E tocopherol over 4 months led to improved kidney function in patients with type 1 diabetes, suggesting potential improvements for detoxification, blood pressure regulation, red blood cell production, and vitamin D activation. What's more, vitamin E has unique benefits for the eyes, skin, brain, hair, and nails. So how can you get more vitamin E? Some of the best foods include nuts and seeds, especially almonds, sunflower seeds, pine nuts, hazelnuts, and walnuts, as well as leafy green vegetables like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard, avocado, olive oil, tomatoes, and red bell peppers. Not surprisingly, all of these are considered superfoods for diabetics and contain a range of beneficial compounds beyond vitamin E that will help you stay on track, especially the healthy fat options like nuts, seeds, olive oil, and avocado, which significantly slow the absorption of any carbohydrates you may be getting from other foods such as fruits, thus helping to regulate blood sugar levels. Number 5, B vitamins. B vitamins are not just a single vitamin, but a team. And while all B vitamins are essential for health, 3 of them play particularly important roles when it comes to diabetes. First, we have vitamin B6, which aids in the metabolism of carbohydrates and helps regulate blood sugar. Studies show that having sufficient B6 levels has an anti-diabetic effect as well as protecting against diabetic complications. It's an amazing vitamin and is involved in around 150 known reactions that regulate glucose, lipid, and amino acid metabolism. B6 is found in a wide variety of foods, including fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts and seeds, poultry, fish, meats, and legumes. And again, nuts, seeds, and avocado are particularly good sources. Next, we have vitamin B1 or thiamine, which supports proper nerve function and helps convert glucose into energy, making it important for diabetes management. Studies suggest that B1 deficiency and diabetes are connected due to its role in carbohydrate metabolism. That increased kidney clearance of B1 has been observed in both type 1 and type 2 diabetics. The richest sources of B1 include nuts, legumes, whole grains, yeasts, and meat. And finally, we have vitamin B12, aka cobalamin. Vitamin B12 is an extremely important one with serious consequences if you don't get enough. But according to NIH data, approximately 6% of adults under 60 years have vitamin B12 deficiency, with that number skyrocketing 20% in people over 60. B12 is crucial for nerve health and the metabolism of carbohydrates. Diabetics can have trouble with B12, especially people taking metformin, as it can interfere with the absorption of B12. Vegetarians can also have trouble getting enough, as it's primarily found in animal-based foods like seafood, meat, eggs, and dairy products like milk, cheese, and yogurt. That said, some non-animal foods do contain small amounts of B12, including tempeh, nutritional yeast, edible seaweeds like nori, certain mushrooms like shiitake, black trumpet, or porcini mushrooms, certain types of algae like chlorella, as well as fortified cereals, milks, breads, and plant-based meat substitutes. It's important to take vitamin B12 seriously, as deficiency can lead to various problems such as anemia, neurological issues, and extreme fatigue. For diabetics, it's associated with diabetic neuropathy, a condition where the nerves in the arms and legs become damaged, leading to numbness, pain, increased infection risk, and unfortunately, in extreme cases, amputation of limbs. Number 4, vitamin C. Vitamin C, often hailed as an immune booster, has a broad range of health benefits that extend well beyond supporting our body's natural defense mechanisms. Research has increasingly shed light on its integral role in managing diabetes and promoting heart health. In the context of diabetes, vitamin C has been shown to help regulate blood glucose levels, potentially reducing the risk of diabetes-related complications. Additionally, it enhances the body's ability to repair tissues, which is crucial with diabetes. A systematic review and meta-analysis of 28 studies found that vitamin C supplementation had a significant impact on systolic blood pressure, reducing it by an average of 6.27 millimeters of mercury. There was also evidence suggesting that vitamin C supplementation led to improvements in HbA1c levels, a marker of long-term glucose control. The mechanism behind vitamin C's blood sugar benefits is mainly due to its antioxidant properties. Vitamin C acts as an antioxidant and helps reduce oxidative stress associated with diabetes. It also plays a role in improving insulin sensitivity and enhancing glucose uptake by cells. We all know that citrus fruits are some of the best sources, but you can also boost your vitamin C intake with strawberries, kiwi fruit, bell peppers, berries, leafy green vegetables, as well as cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and cabbage. Now, before we get into number 3, how about those free gifts? Discover an entire world of diabetes-fighting foods with our new book, 10 Incredible Foods That Reduce Blood Sugar. Plus, you'll discover the real reason why type 2 diabetes, obesity, and heart disease are increasing at an alarming rate. And find out what really works when it comes to preventing these illnesses by watching our free diabetes-fighting documentary. Plus, get a free recipe book, Amazing Alternatives to Rice, Pasta, and Bread, which contains over 50 delicious and easy to prepare recipes that the whole family will love. These gifts are free and waiting for you to grab them in the description box below. Now, back to our video. Number 3, vitamin K. Vitamin K, which primarily includes phylloquinone and minoquinone, has been shown to have protective effects against diabetes. In the Predimed study conducted in Spain, the intake of vitamin K was evaluated in relation to markers of diabetes. After 1 year, subjects who had the highest vitamin K intake exhibited lower concentrations of ghrelin, glucose-dependent insulin-tropic peptide, glucagon-like peptide 1, and visfatin in their blood. These changes suggested improved insulin sensitivity and a reduced risk for developing type 2 diabetes. A Dutch study found similar results. After 10 years of follow-up, the study found that the intake of vitamin K was inversely associated with the risk of type 2 diabetes. Foods rich in vitamin K include green leafy vegetables like spinach and kale, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, and green beans, herbs like parsley, thyme, and basil, blueberries, animal products like liver, fish, eggs, cheese, and butter, as well as fermented soybean products like tempeh. While generally safe, people on blood-thinning medications or who have kidney or liver disease should take care. Talk to your doctor before significantly increasing your vitamin K intake. Number 2, omega-3 fatty acids. While omega-3 fatty acids aren't strictly a vitamin, it's important to mention them here because it plays one of the most crucial roles in health, especially for diabetics. Multiple studies have shown that omega-3 fatty acids improve blood sugar control in people with diabetes, as well as enhancing insulin sensitivity, thus allowing the body to use insulin more effectively. A 2019 study found that omega-3 fatty acids reduced systemic inflammation, reducing inflammatory markers such as C-reactive protein and tumor necrosis factor alpha. By reducing inflammation, omega-3 fatty acids are believed to further enhance insulin sensitivity and promote better blood sugar control, making it a double whammy mineral with broader implications for slowing the development of diabetes complications such as macular degeneration in the eyes and cardiovascular disease. Some of the best food sources include fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, sardines, trout, and tuna, walnuts, organic soy products like tofu, tempeh, and edamame, spinach, chia seeds, and flax seeds. Flax seeds are particularly beneficial as they are extremely nutrient dense and are the richest dietary sources of lignans, plant compounds which offer significant benefits for blood sugar control, hormone regulation, and may protect against breast and prostate cancer. However, the body has trouble digesting whole flax seeds, so it's best to grind flaxseed into a coarse powder in order to reap the full benefits. And number 1, vitamin D. Vitamin D, the wonderful sunshine vitamin, is vital for bone health and calcium absorption, immunity, and preventing or managing diabetes. Studies show that vitamin D deficiency is associated with poor glycemic control and insulin function. The mechanism behind vitamin D's beneficial effects involves its influence on insulin secretion in the pancreas, lowering systemic inflammation, and enhancing glucose uptake in muscles and the liver. Vitamin D is particularly an interesting one, as it works synergistically with a number of other nutrients. For example, magnesium, another vital mineral for diabetics. Research suggests that magnesium plays a vital role in determining the body's ability to produce and utilize vitamin D. A clinical trial involving 180 people found that magnesium supplementation increased vitamin D levels, while other studies have shown that magnesium deficiency may contribute to low vitamin D levels. So, how do you get vitamin D? Researchers from MIT found that regular but moderate sun exposure is the best option. Because not only is this form of vitamin D highly bioavailable, but sun exposure may also have added protective benefits for the cells that line our blood vessels, a protective gel known as the exclusion zone. Some foods also contain small amounts of vitamin D, including fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and trout, eggs, and mushrooms. So there you have it, 6 of the best vitamins for diabetes. Number 6, vitamin E. Number 5, B vitamins. Number 4, vitamin C. Number 3, vitamin K. Number 2, omega-3 fatty acids. And number 1, vitamin D. And remember, many of the foods we mentioned have overlapping benefits, so be sure to make those foods a core part of your shopping list. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Do you have any recipes or tips for getting more of these foods into your diet? Leave a comment and share them with the Diabetics Talk community. We love reading them, and your tips might just help someone else watching. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell button. And don't forget, you can claim your free gifts, including the amazing alternatives to rice, pasta, and bread, by clicking the link in the description below or visiting diabeticstalk.com. We want to keep making informative, research-based videos for you. So if you gained value from this video and would like more of it, you can send us a super thanks by clicking the thanks button at the bottom of the video. We're Diabetics Talk, and it's our mission to bring you the best tips and tricks to help you fight diabetes. Thanks for watching. We hope you're having a diabetes fighting day.